Him and Pac-Man.
I want him to win, but
Well, that didn't sound confident at all, man.
Pac-Man, that's a weird style for him. They both southpaws. It'd be harder. People be like, "Oh, you got the height advantage," but it really be harder whenever you fighting a guy that's so small. It's simpler to fight an orthodox, taller dude. You know, it's right there, but a small southpaw dude that got all these angles and speed, it's kind of harder to control him.
Awkward in every way.
Yeah,
I think it's a good fight for Spence. I want him to win too. I just think Pac-Man might pull this out. I think the greater story might be for him. And I'm kind of worried too. I seen a picture of Spence. Let me share it real quick. Have you seen him lately?
No. I think he in LA right now.
He look a little dehydrated. What do you think?
That's because he's a big ass boy.
Yeah, and that's So going in there with Pac-Man and having the power that Pac-Man has. So we'll see. It's going to be a great fight. I know we talked.
Pac-Man ain't got no power, bro.
I think.
Talking about, man?
I think he rocks the shit out of Spence in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, man. Okay.
So we'll see.
Power.
What you think?
I think Errol Spence should just be able to pull it off, but Pacquiao. I don't think Pacquiao can dominate him though. He's not gonna let him dominate him. It'll probably be a tough win for him or a draw or something, but I don't think Pacquiao going to just dominate him because he faded in the Thurman fight. That's what a lot of people don't know when he start getting hit to the body, but we'll see. It's a tough fight though, 50-50 for me.
Far too much, man, for that little bitty dude, bro.
Yeah.
Far too much, man. This is the thing. Pac-Man was able to eclipse all that shit in his prime. I mean, we all know that. He was able to get by size and all that shit, man. 42, 43 years old. Good Lord. Boy, you suffer with sinus like me, man. I'm over here struggling to breathe too.
Yeah, I got sick in Atlanta. Just got a little cold, but I'm recovering now. I feel great now that I'm back.
All bullshit aside, Fresh. What you think? You know Earl's gonna go to that body. You know he's gonna go to the body. He goes to the body against everybody. And so, I mean, unless you just feel Pac-Man, because the way he'll stop somebody, of course, is he hits you and you don't see it coming.
He's gonna catch him.
Right. But man, to not see Errol just keep his hands up and just come throwing fucking 2 shots, 3 shots at a time to the body, up to the body, man. This is really I think this is what we got to give the Pac-Man the most props on. To me, is like, man, this motherfucker's he don't give a shit, bro. He wants to fight the best, and that's what he's doing, man. That shit is crazy to me, bro. Because in your twilight. I mean, this would be a hell of a lesson. Maybe he don't believe he's a slip in his bag because I seen what Squirm saying, man. Thurman was getting him towards the end, and he walked into something, got the little knockdown, but Pac-Man faded after 6, bad, bro, bad in there with Thurman. So with a guy like Spence, man, chopping that body, he ain't gonna stop chopping that body. He's gonna hit that body from round 1 to as long as it lasts, man. So he's either gonna learn this fight. Okay, I'm done. Or pull out a miracle, like you saying. Pull out a miracle and just. Well, who the fuck he knocked out? Who's the last guy he knocked out, bro?
Well, he's been fucking fighting thoroughbreds. So that motherfucker, just because he hasn't knocked anybody out doesn't mean he ain't got no power. And the reason I think Pac-Man is favorable in this fight is because the last fight with Mikey, Errol Spence dominated that fight against Mikey. But Mikey couldn't find an answer for it, and Errol was able to fucking keep him out. Mikey wasn't able to get inside and do any damage. I don't think he's going to be as successful as keeping Pac-Man away from him like he was against Mikey. I think Pac is just a lot faster, a lot stronger. He's more elusive. He's going to work that ring, and if he catches him, I think he's going to hurt him. Now. Am I saying that Errol can't win? No, I love the fact that he took this fight because if it just feeds into his legacy. He's taking the big fights. When he took that Mikey fight, everyone thought that was a dangerous fight. Everyone thought that it was a 50-50 fight, and he dominated. Now he's fighting Pac-Man. He's not walking shying away from fights. He wants this fight against Terrence Crawford, and he's showing that he's willing to fight the tough fights. So it's
you think Pac-Man is stronger? You think Pac-Man is stronger and hits harder than Mikey Garcia?
I'm saying I didn't say that. I said he's faster and more elusive than Mikey for sure. Mikey was fighting on his back foot.
You're always supposed to fight on your back foot.
Well, I'm saying Spence was walking him down the whole fight. He ain't gonna do that against Manny.
Well, I think we only seen Pacquiao go into cruise control once and not try to win. And that's what Mikey did. Decide not to get hurt. We seen Pac-Man do that too before. So I don't know, bro. He don't hit harder than he's more elusive and awkward than Mikey Garcia, surely. Yeah. And in the end, he got way more legacy, all that shit. But unless I don't see it 50-50 swearing at all, bro. I don't see it 50-50 at all. I see it as I can't even give Pacquiao a puncher's chance because he ain't a puncher to me. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. His awkwardness is just gonna have to get. You know what's gonna have to do? His awkwardness, and with the fact that Errol fights right-handed fighters most of the time, like he does, his awkwardness of being a southpaw is gonna have to give him a problem or something, man. Because I just, how the fuck do you outbox that dude? How is he gonna outbox him, man? Bro, Pacquiao like 5'5", bro. That's a little bitty guy, man. And size don't matter except when it matters. When it matters, and Spence is Spence is you been in there with Spence, bro? You been in there with Spence?
No, never. But I've been around him sparring and stuff like that.
What you think? Just guesstimating his power, as far as thudding power. I ain't even talking about one punch knockout power with him either. I'm just talking about just how he attacks that body and hits that heavy bag and shit. What would you say? He's a powerful puncher or not?
He's a strong dude. Yeah, definitely. I seen him and Charlo spar each other.
Yeah, and them Charlo boys is big, bro. They big boys and strong, man. So.
Strong. He's super strong. I seen him. Man, that dude's strong.
If Pacquiao figures out a way to upset this dude, bro, I agree with you. It adds to his legacy tremendously, man, at this age. And to be honest with you, it'll take away from Errol too. Like if Errol loses this guy, bro, not that losing the Pac-Man is not, is the end of your shit. No, of course not. But man, that changes shit up for me, bro.
Yeah.
Big time. If you lose to this old guy, bro. It ain't supposed to happen, man. And I think Derrick James, bro, is too smart for that, man. So boxing wise, he's not gonna do y'all see Derrick James saying, all right, Earl, we're gonna just walk through the Pac-Man. This is our game plan. We just gonna beat him up. I don't see that shit at all. I think he's gonna pull a Mikey, like you said. Like he didn't just try to go wreck Mikey, even though he was saying Mikey is too little for him and all that shit. He didn't go in there trying to walk through Mikey. He fucking box, and made Mikey see you can't win, bro. And because after about the third round, Mikey was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just not get knocked out." So I don't know, bro. I'm interested in this fight. I'm more interested in this fight than any Pacquiao fight probably before because of the stakes are so high for him, man.
So my conspiracy theory for Errol is this, and I have no basis for it. It's just my mind. I think that Errol that wreck affected him a lot more than it did. And he's trying to get every payday that he could, and his camp might be trying to not get him to fight, but he's trying to get paid before he gets exposed. Like I said, there's no basis for it. It's a complete fucking theory that I made up in my mind. I could be 1,000% wrong. I probably am. I'm 99% sure that I'm wrong, but it's fun to think about.
That's what confuses me. What confuses me is this. No, seriously. Like I was big time worried about that going into the Garcia fight, Danny Garcia. I was big, and to me, nobody was putting enough emphasis on the fact of that car wreck. But now that I seen Danny Garcia punching on him and it didn't fucking man, I ain't worried about that shit with Pacquiao, bro. Fuck no, man. This is a little bitty dude, bro. Unless now it should have affected him. I don't know how it did. It should have affected him. It should have shorted his career and all that shit. But look what he did with Danny Garcia, man. Danny Garcia hit him on the button a few times, bro, and made up his mind that fuck this. I'm just gonna not get knocked off. Hey, man, like I'm seeing more people talk about the wreck now with Pac-Man than they were his initial fight after the car accident, which I was even more subject to think what you was saying, what you just not saying. Remember, I was saying, I was like, man, they just trying to fucking get some money or whatever because how can he be normal again? How can he be regular after that? And then he goes in there and shine like new money, man. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. That shit have affected him a lot more than what it did to me in his performance, but it didn't. Did he lose some rounds? Did he lose rounds against Danny Garcia?
No,
not at all. He dominated that from bell to bell.
It was a boxing calendar.
Yeah, man. How the fuck you do that? That dude was almost dead, bro. 6 months before that, man. Errol Spence is special, bro. Errol Spence is a special fucking guy, bro. And I'm not the biggest Errol Spence fan. I'm not. Y'all ain't been hearing me scream Errol Spence for the last 5 years. Matter of fact, he proves me wrong at every stop of the game. He proves me wrong. So now I'm not doubting this motherfucker. This fucking kid is crazy, bro. He don't give a shit. And I expect him to get in there with Pacquiao, bro, and whoop him. That's what I expect him to do, man. So we'll see. I know a lot of Pacquiao fans, bro. They think he got enough, man. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it.
When is it?
I'll fully admit it if he gets in there and wins. October, huh?
Yeah.
Or is it closer? Square, when they fighting, you know? It's like a couple weeks, huh? Look how skinny he looked in that picture. So he's making weight and shit.
That worries me.
He always looks skinny like that, though, bro. He's a big dude, bro. He's a thick ass dude, bro. He ain't that tall, but he's a thick dude, man. He always looks gaunt like that, man. Let me ask y'all this: if Errol wins this fight, you think we gonna get that Bud fight or what?